Double RRT Boxing Show. It is that time. February is over for boxing, and we're doing that best of. I'm figuring at the end of March for we're doing a nice quarter best of the year, break it down. Now we did January. Go check that out. Find out what you thought was the best of January. Like I said, at the end of March, we're gonna break down the 3 months and choose the best right there. So far, I fucked up on this month. I forgot that I just completely forgot rounds. So if you guys want to leave in the comments down section below what was the best rounds, go on ahead. But we are going to cover right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr. A. Health and safety first. Got to drink that green tea. We're going to cover knockouts. We're going to cover fighters. We're going to cover an upset. So we're going to dive right into knockout. Knockout of the month. Coming in at number 3. Back on the list, Teofimo Lopez. Knocking out Diego Magdaleno. That was a nice, he knocked him down, got him up, and then he just finished him. Like I said, going into, it was a good knockout. It was kind of tough for me where to put it. Should have been number 2, because coming in at number 2 is Canseo knocking out Machado. Making him crawl and bend over with the body attack, beating the champion. That was a good knockout. Good knockout right there, folks. And coming in at number 1, we're just going to blitz right through this one because obviously you see right here I'm drinking green tea. I need to protect my health. Coming in at number 1 with the body shot right in the sternum was Josh Guerrero Jr. knocking out Escarno. I believe that was his name, Escandon. Forgot his name. Like I said, the fight itself wasn't too important. It was number 25 versus number 31 in the WBC. But like I said, it was a good body shot. Like I said, it was right on the sternum. You could think Teofimo Lopez was a devastating knockout. Maybe that's your number 1 right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. I'm going with the sternum body shot. A good body shot knockout is always devastating. Now, moving on to fighter. Fighter of the month. Coming in at number 3, folks. Chris Eubank finishes the month off with a nice victory over James DeGale. Gets himself at number 3 of Fighter of the Month of February 2019. Right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. The Ready Talk Boxing Show. He's number 3 because if you did pick him, I don't think you picked him to win the way he did. He looked pretty decisive in that victory. It was a fight that people say he needed to win. So rising to the moment, you could say he stepped up. Coming in at number 2, Fighter of the Month, February 2019. Rob Brandt makes his first title defense against Bayan. I forgot the guy's name. Bayan something. Rob Brandt. He did what he needed to. Won a hometown victory. He looked dominant in his first title defense. And he made noise as, okay, yeah, I may not be elite 160, but I might be a problem. I might not just be an easy walkthrough. He made a nice welcome in. Like, well, okay, maybe we got to start taking Rob Brandt a little serious. Coming in at number 1, Fighter of the Month. Knocking Machado out. No one saw Canseo doing this. And it wasn't just I connect on the chin and he wobbled out of nowhere. He took the fight to Machado. Machado couldn't handle the power. And he got rocked and he got bulldozed. So Fighter of the Month. Number 3, Eubank Jr. Number 2, Rob Brandt. And number 1, Canseo. Defeating taking the champion Machado out. Moving on to upsets. Upsets, folks. This is a hard one to always fool because, what if the A side always wins the full month? Not necessarily upsets can happen every month, but in this case, so far we're getting lucky, folks. We are getting lucky. Coming in at number 3 was Genesis Cervantes. He loses to Carlos Castro. Genesis has that high name. He fought against Oscar Valdez, I think Quigg and all them. Carlos Castro boxed the shit out of him. Made it look easy. He had the high-powered name, high-powered slugger. Genesis, handcuffed, couldn't throw nothing. A boring one-sided fight was this Castro turned it into. So that was a nice upset for Castro. Coming in at number 2, Sergio the Spaniard Garcia. Yeah, I don't know. It's El Nino, I think it is, actually. Sergio El Nino Garcia, the Spaniard. He just, another move around the ring, put a clinic box. And the pressure was, last month, pressure fighters were doing it. This month, boxers did it, man. The movers were just moving on. And then, but coming in at number 1, upset. You might know it. He was fighter of the month. Sorry, Casino, the knockout of Machado. No one saw that. I certainly hell didn't see that knockout come and do it in 4th round. 4th round, ridiculous. So there we have it. Knockouts of the month of February 2019. Teofimo Lopez over Diego Lopez, number 3. Canseo defeating Machado, number 2. Number 1, Josh Greer, sternum shot. I forgot the guy's name. Escandon. Fighter of the month, Eubanks Jr. defeating DeGale. Rob Brandt making his first title defense. Canseo defeating Machado. Upset. Genesis Cervantes losing to Carlos Castro. Cheeseman losing to Sergio Garcia. And Machado losing to Canseo by upset. Now, this is what I forgot on January. I want to get into it. It's promotion. The promoter of the month. We're going to do a real quick recap of January. Go back to January. TGB. He threw 4. I gave him promotion of the month. Tom Brown. TGB with 3 events. Matchroom threw on the 18th of Andrade, Amanda Serrano. Top Rank threw on Jennings and Rivas. Golden Boy threw on Rojas and Kanzu. So, and then TGB, or, a lot of people want to say PBC, but remember, PBC is a brand. It's not really a promotion. They're always promoting out to people. Like DeBella, who's now, he doesn't quite do as many PBC events now that Farmer got the zone deal. So you see TGB pop up a lot more, Tom Brown. And last month, I gave Tom Brown with his 3 cards. He started the month off with Yakatsky and Plant. Then he came in the middle on the 19th with Pacquiao Broner. Had a piece of that. And then he had the Thurman Lopez. So TGB finished off promotion of January. Now we go into promotion of February. Who's taking the pie? Let's see. Who is taking the pie? Right here on the RRT Boxing Show. We're just talking the best of February. Coming in, promoter of the month of February 2019, we are going with Top Rank. Top Rank. Follow close. Secondly, TGB was in there, but let's see what the Matchroom had. Cheeseman and Garcia, that upset. They had that card. Golden Boy had the Ray Vargas and Manzella, Machado, Cansino card. That's all they had. And then TGB, he came in with he had Tank and Ruiz and Leo Santa Cruz and Rivera. So as you see, he had the names, but the opponents, Omar Figueroa, John Molina, Aldo Sebastian for Fora. That's a bad motherfucker. I like that young cat. Tall, kind of. I don't know if he's a weight bully or just a tall, skinny motherfucker, but I like him. He's when that dude. If someone ever cracks him that he can't take, because he gets hit, but he takes punches like a motherfucker. But anyway, that's what TGB had this month. Had the names, but the B sides weren't too good. Tank Ruiz on the 9th, Lubin Smith, Bogier, Fortuna, and then on the 16th he had Santa Cruz, Rivera, Figueroa, Molina Jr. See, but then the winner of the promoter of the month goes to Top Rank. Coming in on the 2nd had Kovalev Alvarez. You had Teofimo Lopez knocking out Magdaleno on the undercard. You had Comey knocking out Issa, becoming the IBF champion. So that was definitely a nice start for February for Top Rank, considering they didn't do shit in January. And then following in the 10th, the next week, they had Ramirez and Zepeda. And speaking of that fight, Ramirez and Zepeda, that was a nice fight. That was a mover versus a nice stalker pressure. And I've been saying, to me, that's what Spence and Garcia is going to be. I can't see any other way Garcia could win a fight against Spence. There's no way I could vision Mikey having the timing and the defense and he's good, but not to stand that close and exchange with Spence. He's going to have to use all the shit he's talking. That's my speed, my timing, my angles, all that shit he's standing in face to face, like Zepeda was doing against Ramirez. So it's a good fight to watch if you have some time to kill. You haven't seen the fight, go check it out, especially if you want to see how the fuck is Mikey Garcia going to beat Spence? Watch this fight, and you will see there is no other game plan you could possibly see Mikey Garcia really applying and being victorious with. If he bangs Spence out, oh shit, he bangs Spence out. But one that works will be Ramirez and Zepeda. It almost worked for Zepeda, but gassed out, and that's what I'm thinking is going to happen to Garcia. I don't know if he's going to have the chance to gas out. But that's the game plan. So that was on the 10th. And then Top Rank comes back on the 15th with Rob Brandt and Bayasangraro or something, and Greer and Escarner. So nice 3 card for Top Rank. Started heavy with Kovalev and Alvarez. Finished with Ramirez and Zapata. And then Brandt and Bayasan. Really heavy of the first weeks of the month. Didn't really have nothing. No one really had nothing finishing. Eubanks finished the month off, but that was with a company called Poxin, a promoter. So I wonder if is Al Heyman gonna do what he's doing. Well, obviously he is. He's just gonna be reaching out to promotions out overseas. Who's gonna be his? He over here he has Lou DeBellas and he has TGB to throw PBC events on. What's gonna be the companies he uses over there? Is this Poxin gonna be some PBC connection promotion? He's gonna have Richard Schaefer's Ring Star, perhaps. It's gonna be interesting to see which company just starts popping up out of nowhere to deal with the European market. Well, that is February's best of the month right here. Boxing, of course, right here on the RRT Boxing Show, the Ready Talk Boxing Show. If you have any comments, any suggestions for top 3 of the rounds, I'm your host, Mr.A. Taking care of my health because I'm a boxing junkie and I'm feeling down.